I love saying your name, dude. I genuinely do.
I love hearing you say my name. I feel like you need to say it again just because you didn't get it right.
Ute Hermanus. Ute Hermanus. It's such a dope name. And you know what? When we spoke on air, you said you can't spell cute without Ute. And I was like, yeah! Fire! It's fire! What?
It's literally my one golden line. I think it's iconic. I don't know that I can do better than that. But as far as I'm concerned, it's legendary. And you really can't. You can write it out right now and you'll see my name is right there.
Ute Hermanus. Well, how was your day? How was your day? Let's start there.
My day? I think it was kind of iconic, I won't lie. I kind of went to a tattoo parlor today and I got to interview Lockenville while they were getting so that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, dude. That's right up there. All right, so
I have no tattoos, but I mean, it was really cool just watching someone else get inked up. I kind of want one.
I got ink and stuff. Yeah.
How many tattoos do you have?
I've got 2 tattoos, but I'm about to do my whole arm. So over the next 2 months, I'm about to get like my arm and everything. But we're not here. We're not here for me. All right. To everybody joining, like I said, this is our 4th contestant, Ute Hermanus. Ute, tell us about who you are, where you're from, and why radio.
Who I am? Like I said, I kind of never liked my name. Now it's the best part,
It's so dope.
The best introduction ever because it's Ute Hermanus. It's like, why Ute? And it's a German name, but I'm not German. And then I'm from Caledon, which is like a small town close to Hermanus. So of course, growing up, it was kind of like Ute, where you from? Ute Bot River, Ute Gansbaai, Ute, wherever somebody anyone decided. But I think the best way, honestly, to describe me is my name itself. It's unique. I am a very radiant person, hence my handle's Rays of Ute, because I have a way of lighting up a room, and I'm glad that I can do that because I feel like a smile is the best accessory you can wear. I'm really bubbly. I talk a lot. I have a habit as well of just befriending people when I meet them. As far as I'm just like, sunshine.
Yeah.
And of course, my favorite color is yellow. But when it comes to why I do radio, it's actually where I found my confidence in. I kind of battled with that in high school because I allowed myself to really compare myself to other people. Like I did everything. I did hockey, karate, and I was good at everything I did. But as soon as I saw someone else is doing better than me, then I'm like, nah, maybe I'm not that good. And then I picked up like public speaking, and then I had this really cool opportunity to go to a commercial station in Cape Town where I was just there for the day, getting to see the ins and the outs. And I was like, whoa, this is so cool. And it's more than what people actually see and what people hear. There's so much that actually goes into it, the hard work and the effort. And I feel like that kind of just set the foundation. So when I came to university at Stellenbosch, then I just focused on my academics because that's also important. It's like, that tool that you can really use to empower yourself. And then as I reached the end of my undergrad, I was like, you know what, now it's the time. And then I signed up for campus radio. And from there, it was quite an incredible journey because I found my confidence. I actually just learned a lot more about myself and I got to meet a whole lot more people. But why I continue doing it is because I really enjoy getting to have a platform where I get to connect with people. But at the same time, I get to uplift other people as well. Like I get to invite so many different people, NGOs, musicians, just a lot of phenomenal, incredible people doing what they love most and then having those conversations on air. While at the same time, just having normal, fun conversation and adding a smile to the person who's listening. So
that's crazy. I can, like I said, we spoke on the phone and I can even pick up now the confidence and just your, when you're light, you're easy, you're being yourself, So often people try to get into the industry and they want to change and they want to be, I always make fun of it. It's very top billing and tonight on, it's like, hey man, you don't talk like that. Come on.
No.
What? You know what I mean?
I also have to be someone else. I'm just like, I vibe with life. I think that life should just be this whole constant adventure. So just make the most of it and be yourself because there's a lot of other people in the world and each of us are really unique. So why do I have to be someone else? I'm Ute Hermanus. And a friend actually told me who could do it better. Like Hermanus can't even do it better than Ute Hermanus. So.
And it's also so crazy, right? That you say that, radio gave you your confidence? Because I relate with the same thing. Growing up, I was bullied. I didn't really have a voice. And, when I got behind a microphone, something just lit. And it just started to make sense that, wait a minute, this is the thing that gives me life. And you seem like the kind of person, if you were to put you behind this microphone, you'll just light up and you'll come to life. Am I wrong? Am I right?
No, you're accurate, like 100% right. I just think,
right.
like, the mic is on, it's time to speak. And it's always fun to see what happens and, the conversation that just flows from it and how people react to it. But what I really like is just adding that smile to someone's face. Just have fun and doing what you love, I think, is really important. So I always make sure to learn from everything. Like, I'll never think I'm amazing or I'm too good. Like, I think that every single thing that you do is a learning opportunity for you to get better. And just by engaging with other people, you also get to learn from them and they get to learn from you.
All right. So check this out, right? So, I know you've listened to Good Hope FM. I know all of you guys have listened to Good Hope FM. With understanding, you're from Caledon, right? Caledon's not a big town, it's a small town.
Yeah.
Cape Town or Good Hope is like in the heart of the vibrancy of the city. Like, when you think of us, you need to think of like skyline, heavy bass, music pumping.
And non-stop party.
Exactly. A non-stop party.
Turn up.
Exactly, right? Now, with you coming from a small town, coming into the city, and now having to engage different cultures, and obviously people are a lot quicker, people are a lot more vibrant. How do you see yourself bringing that on air?
Look, I feel like I'm so short and sweet with my answers. But it's in my name. I've always been a city girl at heart, so I don't think it would even be a problem. Like, we used to stay in Cape Town, and then when I was like 7, we moved to Caledon, so I did grow up there. If anything, I think it's the best of both worlds, because I know how to connect with a smaller group of people, but at the same time, I know how to connect with a bigger group of people. And Good Up FM, like I said, there's always opportunities for you to learn. Coming to a new station, it's a new dynamic, and it's like same way. So even though you have an idea of what's going on, that you fit the vibe, and you're so excited to be part of the family. It's also a cool way to really learn and connect with a whole group of people, and from that you also then know how to actually engage with them. You learn, what they like, what they don't like, while still being who you are. And I think that's the great thing about radio, because you learn and you connect with people and new people all the time.
Absolutely, and that's it right there. Your ability to be open to the world, connect with your average Joe. It's not even about the guy who's only on his phone. It's about the auntie who's just sitting on her porch wanting good music. And then they'll got you who's out the window screaming, Weinberg, you need to talk to him.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're about. You know what I mean?
And at the end of the day,
yeah.
And at the end of the day, music is like that one thing that everyone just connects with. It's how you can express yourself. It's how you can relate. So when you tune in, you're there for a good time. And if you don't know how to do it, then you tune up the music and your mood just uplifts.
All right. So check this out, okay? To everybody watching this, I'm going to open the floor now. There's a question box there. If you have a question for Ute, hit the question box and put your question in there. We'll get to it towards the end of our chat, okay? So, before I move on to my next question, this is a conversation, not just an interview, all right? Is there any question you have regarding Good Hope, regarding radio? Like I said, I'm here to help out as well, so you can throw any question.
Honestly, the question that I have is mainly for you specifically. Because you've been so open as well of just like sharing, how you got rejected the first time when you kept coming back, and then eventually, you landed up hosting the drive. Like, how did you find that resilience to just keep going? And even though you got rejected, you were like, what? Because rejection is hard. You kept going, you worked hard, and now you are where you are.
A lot of the times we like to look at the bigger picture and we're not looking at the smaller detail. So for me, the thing that kept me going was the small wins. So when I would walk into the SABC and one of the managers would say, hey, Kyeezi, I'm like, oh, that person remembers my name. Okay, Once you know, you know, it would be coming to the studio and actually getting in the building. Ooh, we're in the building. Okay. Ooh, they're giving me access to the backup studio. Ooh, I'm gonna pack this a lot. And then I'd walk out of that backup studio and I'd run into one of the managers in the hallway. They'd greet me. I'd say, ooh, they ran into me. Oh man. Okay, wait, let me ask if they're willing to listen to me for 5 minutes. Just, you know, so resilience, I think, is born off of doing all the small things correctly.
I like
Too often we like to look at the bigger picture, but we're not looking at the small little detail in the far corner that needs to be there. And that's how the small wins add up. They add up. The showing up on time for your show, it adds up. The prepping for your show, the going out there and listening to people talk so you can understand what's happening on the streets, the being on your phone, checking online to pick up the conversation. It all adds up. So for me, I had to learn to put all these small pieces together. It doesn't work out the same way for everybody. There's no blueprint on how to become a radio jock at a high level. But if you really want to, I believe that the opportunities will be presented to you for you to be able to get to where you want, if you really want to. So I hope that answers your question. I focus on doing the small things right. Even on our show, The Great Drive, me and Morgan and Tamara and Jason Abels, we focus on literally this small thing. Like, no, dude, that didn't sound right. No, it needs to be 1 second later. Okay, boom, we move it. So those small details add to the bigger picture. You know, too often we think of our dreams and our dreams are so big and you're like, how am I going to do it? But you're not focusing on what's in front of you right now. I had 2 feet, 2 hands. I could walk to the studio. I could do whatever. So I did that. All right.
Yeah. No, I love how you just explained that all. I think it's so important. And no matter what happens, you always have to take in the small wins. Because sometimes we're so focused on, okay, cool, we did that, but we've got to get to that next step. And you're like, oh, okay, then you often overlook the small win. And small wins do lead to that big win, provided that you work hard and that you really work hard for it.
There we go. So, are you ready? Ute, in the perfect world. In the perfect world. When I say in the perfect world, it means you can have whatever you want. If you wanted a strawberry to fall out of the sky, it would fall out of the sky. There we go. Cool. Shout out to Noni. But we're back. Are we back? You're frozen.
Back.
I need to wait. Are we back? We're back.
I'm back.
Stop. I get phone calls and stuff. So check this out. In the perfect world, okay? You walk into the SABC, right? Management comes to you and says, Ute, what slot do you want? What is your show about? And what is the X factor to the show? What do you do?
In a perfect world, I can have anything. I honestly like that 12 to 3 slot lunch. It's like midday. I think in the midday, it's either like you feel, like, do I still want to get through this day? Is this day even worth it? I need that motivation. I need a smile, you need that extra boost because it's that in-between phase, because it can be a long day and sometimes you need that like 365. So I really like that midday slot. And why I say this is because you really need that extra motivation sometimes to just get through that day. And sometimes you're looking for a smile because the day can go wrong real quick. It could happen in the morning, it could happen in the afternoon. And I promise you, I find that one smile that you get just from someone saying something that's simple, they relate to you. That is what I want to do, like add that smile. So I think but my X factor would definitely be when I always say, like, I am literally, and I mean it when I say I feel like I'm the best friend you never knew you needed, because I don't necessarily have to have met you in person, but I have that ability to relate to you and I'll connect and make you feel good. So you always leave with a smile on your face. And maybe I might not be making a joke, but I'd be laughing at myself. And even
I lost you there for a second. You said you may not be making a joke and you'd be laughing at yourself?
I mean, I'd be making a joke and I'd be laughing at myself. And that would be the best part, because you can laugh with me. Well, I laugh at myself for just being me. And through that relatable component. Plus, I also love connecting with people. So I'd bring out like really interesting people. It could be music. People who are doing, like I said, really cool things. And that's a great way to really put other people on in terms of music, in terms of people just doing amazing things that you don't even know about. And I love checking out places too. So, I can be the plug for that as well. I'm basically the plug and that touch of radio that you need in the afternoon.
All right, so you're like the two-prong plug that's connecting all of us. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I feel you. So let me go to the question box. Let me see what's going on. Woo! Oh, this is a toughie. This is a toughie. Here we go. If you leave behind a legacy, what would you want to be remembered for? Wow! Man, that's a hard question. Woo!
No, actually, it's not. It's something I've been thinking about.
Okay.
I think when it comes to a legacy, like I say, like you always just need to be yourself. So if I left a legacy behind, it would be to always remember that you need to be who you are and own everything that makes you who you are. And you do that by just living life in a way that makes you proud, and by being confident and living your life to the best way that you feel proud, a way that you inspire yourself. You'll inspire other people just by being you. And it doesn't have to be a lot of people. It could literally just be one person. So by reaching your goals, because I'm a very ambitious person, so I take every opportunity as it comes my way. Like I'll seize it. I'll be grateful for everything. And all of those things really make you who you are. And I do this all while wearing a smile. So often, I get my rejections. I don't get everything I want. But I always remember, like you also said, it's about those small wins. So if there was a legacy, it would be to just be who you are. And I mean, it's a difficult thing to get to, because we all compare ourselves, we all struggle with different things. But once you really tap into what makes you who you are and you find that passion as well, it's just to embrace everything that makes you who you are and to live life like a constant adventure with a smile on your face. Because I think a smile is honestly the best accessory you could ever wear. It adds joy. It makes you bold, it makes you confident, and it just makes life a whole lot more joyful.
How old are you?
I turned 24 this year. It's so weird to say.
Guys, what are they putting in the water? Guys, why weren't we this smart? Huh?
I'm thinking about that joke last year about it's in the water.
It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. I like this. Any remorse as you're about to take Kyeezi's job? Thank you, Ronaldo. Ronaldo, thank you. I know Ronaldo. He was the finalist last year. Thank you, Ronaldo. As you can see, she's laughing. There's absolutely no remorse.
I feel like that's my response.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
Ah, man. Can I tell you something? Radio's so dope because, and I think for all of us, if we're honest, there's nothing better than handing over to somebody can take the baton and take it higher. So if there's anything I would want for you to take over from me and to do it even better than what I could do, I think that's the phenomenal thing about radio. We can always do it better. And you guys are responsible for that. All right? So, let's see what else we got here. How do you deal with social pressures is the last one. How do you deal with social pressures?
Social pressures? I had this conversation, I think it came with, because look, I've said I'm confident, right? I'm confident now, but it was a journey. It wasn't something that just I kind of woke up with and I'm like, oh, I'm Ute Hermanus. I'm this confident person. Yes, I've always smiled. Yes, I'm always vibrant. And yes, I've always been radiant. But it doesn't mean that I've always been confident. It was like a journey. So when it comes to social pressures now, I can honestly say it's like water over my back. Like, I don't care. You could do this and someone else can do that. But that's the thing. Like, you have your own vibe. You have yours. So I just sing to my own tune and I remain who I am. Because I really struggle to fit into a different, I don't know, I can't pretend to fit in or try to fit in. It's just not who I am. So I'll always just enter a room.
Why fit in when you were born to stand out?
Yeah, you see? And this is why I say you can't spell cute without Ute. I'm unique and I'm really
said.
So I won't ever try to, but it does happen because we're all human. But I'm always quick to remember that Ute, this isn't your vibe, this isn't what you like, so there's no need to fit in, because there's someone that can do that and you are you, and just do what makes you happy, and just, you know, be authentic. And I think that's the most important thing.
All right. Wow. Well, ma'am, I need to urge you to continue to be Ute, number one. Number two, I need to let you know that you're built to be on radio.
Thank you so much for saying that. It really
Built to be on radio. If this is the opportunity, I'm so happy. If this may not be the opportunity, don't be deterred. You've got a great personality. You've got a great energy and radiance to yourself. Don't let anything ever take that away from you, because I think once you take those things and put them together behind a microphone, game over.
It's the
Game
X factor.
over. That's the X factor. And you got it, Ute. Everybody who's
Thank
here,
you.
follow her online, support her. She's absolutely amazing. She's been smiling for half an hour. I'm sure her mouth is tired, but it's
No.
all good.
It's true, I smile all the time.
Ute, dope chatting with you. All right?
It was cool chatting to you too.
All the best, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
This is Good Hope FM.